Alright, because the West Milwaukee court is withholding evidence from me and withholding and creating a barrier between me and the prosecutor, I have nothing to work with. Imagine if I didn't even have my camera recording. All I would be looking at are the charges. That's it. That's all I would be looking at. I'd just be reading the charges, and it tells me I need to appear on July 16th. What kind of arguments do I make with this limited paperwork describing a person by the name of Travis Hines and saying that, you know, I committed this type of crime? That gets me into arguing the sovereign citizen tactics. All right, that's what they force you to do, because without my camera and going off of what they have, I can't go off of what they have. And with what they show me, this is prime sovereign citizen argument material, okay? Prime sovereign citizen. That's what the courts have set people up to do, is make sovereign citizen arguments. Okay? Just looking at this, okay? I'm reading it. All right. I question your jurisdiction. All right? You don't have any jurisdiction over me, because I am the flesh and blood. You're just picking on this name, which I make use of, okay, and saying that this name caused this violation. All right, and I read the violation. I'm aware of it. Okay, obstructing an officer, and then the other one, prowling and loitering. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, without any evidence, it's just you're picking on a name. You're using a name and then attaching a violation to it, and there's nothing else to it. So there's no subject matter jurisdiction on this. And furthermore, let's just talk about this information. Who are you people? Sovereign citizens often demand that officials provide proof of their authority. Okay, we're at this stage. I'm looking at a piece of paper with my name on it and a little charge, and that's it. Who are you? Okay, proof of authority. I want to see a certified copy of your oath, your bar bonds. I mean, that's pretty relevant. Are you even a judge? Okay. And other forms of authentication. All right. Using specific legal fees, filings, various forms of documents in response to charges. Let's see. Since apparently this is considered a civil court, I can make counterclaims. Okay. All right. I think you guys are wasting my time. This July 16th date at 4 takes away my time from doing other things. So I counterclaim, saying that you have just wasted my time by using my name and attaching it to just random legal charges. Where's the evidence? Affidavit of specific negative affirmance, opportunity to cure, and counterclaim. Okay, let's see. So I ask, let's see, I have a right to travel. I mean, there's an argument for that. We all got to be somewhere, okay? And I'm in the flesh and blood, so I exist here, but this name that you're using is is just a name as far as, you know, that I see, without any evidence. It for me, it comes down to just getting to the evidence of it all, because while all the courts are doing here is just using very simple paperwork, shielding me from the prosecutor, and it's an approach that they're using as a guarded approach to get the subjects to just simply plead guilty without even providing any evidence of the situation. Let's see. Let's see. I want the surety bond. Okay. I want to know your surety bond. Who's the insurance company that is providing insurance for this court? Okay, the surety bonds. I'd like to give you a notice of disorder, and apparently this is not a court of record, so I can't say, if I say on the record, there's nothing being recorded. It's dishonorable to not record. So I would say this is a notice of dishonor if you're not recording this hearing. All right, you're dishonoring the court process by not recording this hearing. Let's see, default judgment. I ask for a default judgment of just dropping the charges. I assert common law. Okay, let's see. Sovereign citizens frequently reference common law, admiralty law, and other legal theories that they believe exempt them from statutory law. Well, based on the information I have here, it's only my name and statutory law. Okay, without any evidence, I have to fall back on common law and make my common law arguments because there's no evidence. Okay, that's the fault of the courts, this court in particular, for not providing me with any evidence that I requested previously. And usually courts will provide me evidence on a timely basis. This court's telling me to wait 2 months. 2 months is much longer. It's the longest period of time I've ever had to wait to see evidence. Okay, and the evidence that they did, they didn't provide me evidence. They told me to just be a regular citizen, to be a common, to be a sovereign citizen, and just do an FOIA request as a sovereign citizen, pretty much, as just somebody walking in to ask about this name. All right, and then charge me money for that evidence, which is just beyond the reason. So what they're doing to me is unreasonable, and then they want to turn around and tell me that taking the sovereign citizen approach is unreasonable. Well, they're forcing it upon themselves. All right, and it's a who blinks first situation with this. All right. So I want to assert common law because your statutory law has no description. There's just my name and then the statutes, and then they're just going to say I violated the statute. What does that mean? Okay, you owe me a respect under common law because of your inadequate preparation for this type of charge. So they often let's see. Sovereign citizens is claimed to office misuse UCC filings to claim ownership of their straw man, and attempt to discharge debts or assert rights to supposed treasury accounts. So yeah, they're taking up my time, the court. I should be charging $100 an hour for the time that they've taken up from me, that I have to make time for this July 16th at 4 p.m. Court hearing to answer to a name and a charge. Okay, I want some compensation for that, because this is inadequate. You don't just go running around taking names and throwing charges on those names without some kind of responsibility, with no responsibility. Okay, they're not taking responsibility for themselves. So who has to take it at that point? The sovereign citizen. You have to start questioning who they are as an entity. All right, and what is, and you do that through various means. Sovereign citizens file numerous documents designed to harass or intimidate public officials. And I'll just say that a cop wrote this. Okay, the cops, they love to claim that sovereign citizens are in the wrong, but when you have charges without evidence, that's wrong. Okay, shielding the prosecutor, just playing these stupid games. The judge doesn't know what the cops do. The cops don't know what the judge does. It's like my left hand doesn't know what my right hand's doing. There's no middle ground to build. There's no way to man, I just heard it too. It was somebody. No way to subject. No way to subjugate. No way to sever. Not sever. It's opposite of sever. Maybe I can look it up on ChatGPT. What is the opposite of sever? Sever. Opposite is to join. Something to join, to unite, to connect, bring together, combine. Something to combine. Something to coordinate the left hand and the right hand, because clearly in West Milwaukee they're not joining the left hand and the right hand. They don't know what each other are doing. That's what they're saying. Okay, so you have to take a step back, and that's what the sovereign citizen does. You don't just jump into the ordinance violated. Okay, you take a step back from that and look at common law, look at your constitutional rights, because when they attach a name to just a violation, that's trying to like make things look specific when they're not, because there's no specificity with this without evidence. Okay, there's no proof, there's no evidence. There's nothing else brought before the court besides the name and the charge, and that's ridiculous. And what this town is doing, and then holding that for this long, it's taking away from my ability to prepare. So the only way I can prepare is through the sovereign citizen approach. The way they treat me. All right, they treat me. I mean, maybe any other lawyer that would just be like, here's the evidence, the next day. But me, they want to treat me like a sovereign citizen, like I'm a nobody who has freedom to travel and just wanders around without any courtesies from them. Let's see. Unique identifiers and phrases. They use distinct language and symbols. Okay, yeah, why not? I'm on all capital letters, or the name is in all capital. And see, that's what I would do. I would just go through and just describe what I see. Okay, everything in capital letters, the name, the charge, the day. They're saying that the name, the charge, and the day, and the time, and then the officer, which is not a complete name. They can write the complete name of the person up here in larger print and in a full name with a middle name even, and then this officer is in a smaller name and it's only a partial name. Okay, that's what you have to question, because this document and that's document solely, because that's the beginning of it all. That's where you make your stand. some people want to get into all the crazy details, but I don't think these courts, the way they're treating me, care about all the crazy details. They just want to use this as a shield, okay? Here, read this. Pay your, I guess, pay or be found guilty is what it comes down to. Pay our charge or just be found guilty. All right? Well, take a step back and question the with the sovereign citizen background, the name, the charge. We can, okay, let's read the charge, okay? How is the name responsible for the description of this charge? Okay, we could just you know, we could take up the court's time. Let's look at nope. Let's short trial. I got it in here somewhere. It's, wow, there, 5810. Okay, but it's not 5810. Okay, for example, 5810. Okay, and they're saying it's 5810A. Okay, loitering or prowling. No person shall loiter or prowl in a place at a time or in a manner not usual for law. And this is what they do. They will read the law in its entirety, but then you have to apply evidence to that. You have to apply the law with evidence, but all they're doing is reading the law, saying that, you know, citing the law. All they're doing is citing a name, citing the law, and then stopping at that and hoping they get a guilty plea. Okay, it's an extortion practice. Okay, yet it's an evil practice. Yet the sovereign citizen approach is the wrong approach to them. So we could go through and we could read it. I guess that's what we'll be looking for. We'll see what all the judge wants to talk about, but this is crazy. Okay, yes, I want to know the official's bond. Once again, that was referred to a couple of times. I'm traveling in my private capacity. It aims to disrupt a legal proceeding. The legal proceeding is aimed to disrupt my life. Okay, by setting these abstract situations, and I mean, this is a cop's perspective writing this. I mean, they don't care about if this happens to them. They give each other gratuities and get each other out of the legal situations, so they don't have to take this kind of approach themselves. But if they travel, you go from your state, I guess this is written in North Carolina, go to, I don't know, Washington. I mean, you're not going to have your good old boy system there. So maybe just don't travel. And I guess that's what a lot of people do, is just don't travel. But I like to travel. So I have to take my tactics. And that's the tactic I want to take with them, because of the time that they're taking up with me. I mean, there is material in here to go over with them that can be gone into depth, and the sovereign citizen approach is the way to do it. Okay, I see that there's a name, there's a date. Let's go over the charge. Okay, all right. So now, how is the jurisdiction applied to the name? How, let's talk about how this applies to the name. All right. I won't even make it. At this point, I tried making a discovery request. I won't even make it. I'll just be like, okay, how does this apply? Okay, we'll just start discussing that. What jurisdiction? What's your bond? I want to know all that. Okay, this is a learning process for all of us.